Did you know there's a hidden abundance accelerator that's been right under your nose this whole time? Most people are repelling money without realizing it, all because they're missing this one crucial piece. For so much of my life, I bought into the idea that I had to hustle, grind, and sacrifice to have financial independence. I was always postponing my happiness for someday when I finally made it. No matter how hard I worked, that someday just seemed to get further and further away. And then I stumbled upon a manifestation secret that changed the game forever for me. What if prioritizing joy in this moment was actually the quickest path to everything I desired? I started thinking. As backwards as it seemed, I decided to put it to the test. So, inside this video, I'll be sharing the science of how your energetic frequency determines your financial reality. And I'm also going to tell you the practical ways you can use joy as a catalyst to become a magnet for money and just overall wealth in general. So, whether you're an entrepreneur looking to quantum leap your income, an individual who's ready to align your energy with endless abundance, or maybe you're someone who suspects the key to wealth involves more magic than Matrix. This video is for you and it'll definitely be a game changer. So get ready to discover the scientific evidence on how joy magnetizes money and lots of money. And I'm going to tell you how to harness it. I'm also going to talk about the 7 simple daily practices you can use to skyrocket your frequency and increase your cash flow. So let's not waste another minute and get right into it right now. The number one misconception about money is that it's something you have to chase. But the counterintuitive truth is that abundance is actually your natural state. It is your birthright to be in abundance. So let me explain the science of why joy is the secret. Today's topic, we're going to go right into how to completely transform the way you think about wealth and prosperity. We've all heard the conventional advice: work harder, keep working, work twice as hard as everyone else, save more, invest wisely, and maybe someday you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But what if I told you there was a more joyful and intuitive way to manifest abundance beyond your wildest dreams? We're going to explore how joy is one of the ultimate creative currencies of the universe. You heard me right, joy. Your capacity for bliss and positive emotions is the most potent catalyst for attracting prosperity on all levels: financial, relational, spiritual, and so much more. So get ready, grab your pen and paper, get ready to have your mind blown and your heart just completely opened as we unpack all of this together. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is energetic resonance. So, we're going to start by debunking a common myth that we've been conditioned to believe that to be successful and prosperous, we need to hustle, we need to grind, and we got to sacrifice all of our happiness right now for some distant payoff in the future. But what if the formula is actually backwards, y'all? What if the most direct path to effortless abundance is to prioritize joy and to experience those emotions first? Everything in the universe is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies. You've heard me talk about this before. So that includes our thoughts, emotions, and guess what? Money as well. It's vibrating at a certain frequency as well. Numerous studies in quantum physics and neuroscience have shown that the frequency we emit through our mental and emotional states is constantly shaping our reality. So whatever's on the internal is being reflected externally. So in other words, there's a direct correlation between your energetic state and the tangible results that you can see, that you experience in your life, including your financial situation. So the higher your frequency, the more you magnetize experiences that match that vibration. This is where joy comes in. Joy is one of the highest frequency emotions we can embody. When we make a conscious choice to cultivate feelings of happiness, appreciation, love and positivity, we are literally recalibrating our energetic set point to align with the frequency of abundance. So think of it this way. Money is just an energetic current. It's like electricity. And joy is like a lightning rod that allows you to tap into that current with greater ease and velocity. So the more joyful you are, the more conductive you become to the flow of prosperity. So basically, that means the more you're bringing that prosperity towards you, that wealth, that money towards you. But I know you're probably asking, like, how exactly does joy increase your magnetism for money, right? It all comes down to the law of resonance. Just a tuning fork will start vibrating when exposed to the frequency of another tuning fork. You attract experiences that match your energetic state. So, as you can see, this isn't just, some woo wishful thinking that we're talking about here. You always hear me say that manifestation is not just woo, it's actually backed by laws, universal laws, and scientific evidence. So, in a nutshell, the law of resonance states that like attracts like. I know you've heard that attracts like. The frequency you emit through your thoughts, feelings, and actions magnetizes experiences that mirror that same vibration. So, if you're constantly stressed, anxious, and focused on lack, guess what? You're going to keep attracting more stress, more lack, and limitation. But when you consciously decide to cultivate joy, gratitude, love, and positivity, you literally recalibrate your energetic field to align with the frequency of abundance. So, the more we have of that thing, the more we have of the things that we want, the more we vibrate to that frequency and we attract more of it. So, this isn't just a metaphysical concept. It's again backed by real research in fields like quantum physics, neuroscience, and positive psychology. Studies show that individuals who prioritize positive emotions experience greater success, resilience, creativity, and just an overall sense of well being. You may be asking, like, why? Because joy literally rewires your brain and biology, your body, to be a better receiver of good. So, if you want to be a magnet for financial independence and wealth, start by turning up the dial on your joy, turning up the dial on your bliss. The universe, I'm telling you, it cannot help but to respond to your joyful vibration. So think of it like sending out a cosmic order to the universe. Or some of us, you have God, you pray, think of it as like placing an order, right? Praying to God for a very specific thing. So when you're vibrating at the frequency of joy, you're essentially saying, more of this, please. Give me more. And the universe in return responds by bringing you more people, opportunities, and resources that's in harmony with that exact vibration. But on the flip side, when you're stuck in lower emotions like fear, worry, or resentment, you're sending out a very different order. You're telling the universe, I'm not safe. I'm not worthy. There's just not enough for me. And that's exactly what you'll see reflected back to you. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about just good old fashioned money? Isn't that the currency of abundance? Yes, money is certainly one expression of wealth, but it's actually a derivative of more fundamental creative energy, and that's joy. So think about it. Money is just an agreed upon system for exchanging value and life force energy. We buy things that we believe will make us feel good, right? So, whether it's a delicious meal, a beautiful piece of art, a nice piece of clothing, or an amazing trip or amazing experience, the ultimate goal is always some form of joy, some form of pleasure, or a positive emotion. So, what if instead of chasing after money, this is the key right here, we went straight to the source and focused on generating more joyful energy? When you make feeling good, your top priority, you essentially open the floodgates for abundance to flow to you in countless ways. More financial opportunities, synchronicities, inspired ideas, resources, amazing relationships, and so much more. Joy is going to be the ultimate attractor factor because it's the most authentic expression of your true divine nature. When you're in alignment with that high vibe essence, you become a clear channel for your desires to manifest with ease and grace. So I have a friend who really embodies this principle. Like for years, she struggled to make ends meet in her business, right? Constantly stressed, worried, and focused on what she didn't have and what she lacked. And then she made this radical decision. She attended a vision soiree, and that just set into motion a rewiring and a different way of experiencing life. So she made this decision to start prioritizing her happiness above everything else. So she started doing more things that brought her joy. Like she liked to dance, so she started dancing. She joined a like one of those dance classes and started learning how to do different dances. She started painting and spending just more time in nature. She made gratitude and appreciation a daily practice. So yeah, those daily rituals really can make a difference. But even when things wasn't perfect, she made the conscious decision intentionally to focus on the good and trust that the universe and God had her back. So the most amazing things started to happen. Of course they did. So out of the blue, she get calls from dream clients wanting to work with her, people, the type of people she wanted to attract. Money started showing up in unexpected ways, like random checks in the mail or just surprise tips and bonuses. Her business started to take off, and she was able to create the financial abundance and freedom she'd always desired. And here's the kicker, she wasn't working any harder than before. If anything, she was working, yes, but she was working from a place of joy, gratitude, and alignment. And that made all the difference. Now, this isn't just spiritual fluff. It's a principle that's been echoed by countless traditions and success philosophies throughout history. From ancient wisdom texts to which you can find in the Bible, it talks about having a joyful experience, to modern thought leaders, the message is clear. The quickest way to magnetize abundance is to embody the energy of joy and radiate that out to the world. So let's talk about, I guess I want you to start thinking about your own life because I believe in how do we apply this in a practical way. So think about your own life and I want you to think about where are you letting stress, worry, or negativity dictate your vibration. And then I want you to think about what would happen if you made a commitment to choose joy, even in the midst of challenges. So I want to invite you to try a simple experiment for the next week. Make it your mission to do at least one thing, just one thing every day that makes you feel really good. It could be as simple as dancing to your favorite song. It may be calling a friend who makes you laugh or taking a relaxing bath. I want you to start to notice how your energy starts to shift and pay attention to any new opportunities or abundance that comes your way. I remember when I first started playing with this principle, the law of resonance, and then really choosing to experience joy on a daily basis. I hadn't too long out of a bad breakup and was in a job at the time I really didn't like. So every day felt like a struggle. It was just a struggle. So I decided to find small and little moments of joy wherever I could. I take my lunch break and I think of the good things that had transpired between me and my coworkers, and I would just sit and bask in that feeling of kindness. I started carrying thank you notes with me so that I could write small thank you notes to anyone that made a difference in my day or made it brighter. And just that was my way of spreading like smaller acts of kindness. It made me feel great. And Then when I would get home or get in the car even, I would turn the music to my favorite station, the kind of music that made me feel great, and I'd have a one-person dance party literally in my car every day. And so bit by bit, things started to change for me. New job opportunities started popping up out of nowhere. I started getting unexpected checks in the mail. I even won a scholarship for a certification that I had applied for months earlier. It was like the universe was conspiring to shower me with blessings, all because I decided to shift my frequency. So, if you're ready to become a master manifester and start attracting abundance beyond your wildest dreams, the secret is simple: choose joy, make feeling good your top priority. Trust that your happiness is the most powerful magnet for miracles. And remember, this isn't about perfection. You don't have to be happy all the time, right? You don't have to be one of those people. I have to spread, be positive every single day. Life is going to life. So let life is going to life. Let it life, but then come back to your joy. The more you tilt the scales in the direction of positivity and joy, the more you're going to see your external reality shift to match that. So, in the words of Esther Hicks, the greatest gift you can ever give yourself is to be happy right now. So, give yourself that gift, friend. Go ahead, unwrap that gift, open it up, and just love on it. Your abundance is waiting for you on this side right now. So start seeing your bliss as your most valuable asset. Treat it like a bank account that you're constantly making deposits into. The more you invest in activities, thoughts, and experience that make you feel amazing, the more compound interest you'll earn in the form of tangible abundance. Joy is truly, I'm telling you, it's truly the secret sauce that activates your prosperity superpowers. So I know we've covered so much juicy stuff in the first part of this video. We've explored the mind blowing science of how your energetic frequency shapes your financial reality and how joy is the true secret sauce that activates your abundant superpowers. We also busted some major myths about money that have been keeping many of us stuck in struggle. But here's the thing: knowing this information is just the first step. The real magic happens when you start applying it in your daily life. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in part two of this video. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through my top seven, sorry, my top seven joy practices that will help you skyrocket your frequency and become an unstoppable abundance magnet. These are the exact tools and techniques that I've used to manifest unbelievable breakthroughs in my income. It's impacted my quality of life, and I know that it'll do the same for you. We're also going to do a deep dive into how you can use the power of joy or the power of bliss to dissolve any subconscious blocks or limiting beliefs that have been sabotaging your success. You'll learn how to rewire your brain for prosperity and make feeling good your new default system. Aren't you excited about that? If you've ever wondered why working harder isn't getting you the results you desire, you don't want to miss this. I'm going to share a counterintuitive truth about abundance that will completely shift your approach to creating wealth so you can start achieving more by doing less. So if you're ready to trade in the hustle for more ease, I call it self manifestation, for more ease, flow, and joyful abundance, make sure you watch part two of this video series. Trust me, your bank account and your quality of life will thank you. So before I go, I love to hear from you. What's one aha moment you had from this video? And let's see, what are you most excited to implement? And if you don't mind, leave a comment below and let me know. I read every single one of them. And if you found this video valuable, please share it with your friends and family who need to hear this message. Remember, the more we spread the truth about abundance, the more we can collectively raise the vibration of the planet, our community, and create a world where everyone thrives. All right, I'm done. That's it for part one. As always, I'm inspired by you. I love you. Click the link in the description or the card on the screen to access part two right now. It's time to put this knowledge into action and start unleashing the prosperous life you were born to live. I'll see you over there.